Welcome back to our channel. Today we will dive into the eerie side of Argentina, a land known for its legendary football players, stunning landscapes, and rich history. Beneath its breathtaking landscapes hides some of the most chilling ghost stories and haunted places in the world. Imagine the scent of roses at an abandoned hotel, the whispers of the past in a derelict cemetery, and eerie apparitions on a lonely island. Today, we are going to unveil the top 5 most haunted places in Argentina. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. So let's begin. 5. Huemul Island. Huemul Island is situated in the stunning Nahuel Huapi Lake. But this place is more than just a pretty sight. In 1949, President Juan Perón personally invited Ronald Richter for a secret project. He was an Austrian scientist who was famous for developing a particle accelerator for the Nazis. He was invited to Argentina to work on fusion energy. Richter was given carte blanche and hundreds of millions of pesos, as well as the entirety of Huemul Island, to pursue his work. But he failed terribly. Later, he was arrested for fraud. Today, the island remains abandoned but not entirely empty. Locals whisper about the ghost of Ronald Richter himself, said to wander in the island. Some claim to have seen his spectral figure walking along the shores, forever tormented by his unfulfilled dream. Others have heard strange noises, like the clinking of laboratory equipment or the hum of machinery, coming from the dilapidated buildings. On misty nights, eerie lights are reported to flicker among the trees, leading some to believe that the island's dark past continues to haunt it. Visitors who come to the island describe an overwhelming feeling of unease, as if they're being watched. The chilling silence, broken only by the occasional rustle of leaves or distant animal calls, adds to the island's eerie atmosphere. Huemul Island is a place where history and the supernatural intertwine, leaving an indelible mark on all who visit. 4. Casa Redonda. In the heart of La Plata stands Casa Redonda, a peculiar round house built in the early 20th century. Its unusual architecture and mysterious past have given rise to numerous legends. When you enter the building, a rounded hall and a beautiful wooden staircase will welcome you. One of the most enduring stories is that the house was once the site of occult rituals and secret meetings. According to local folklore, the house was built by a wealthy man deeply involved in the occult. He supposedly conducted rituals to summon spirits and gain supernatural powers. Over time, the house became a magnet for strange occurrences. Residents and visitors alike report hearing whispers in the dead of night, seeing flickering lights in the windows, and feeling sudden drops in temperature. Some believe the house is cursed, and that anyone who spends too much time inside will be haunted by restless spirits. Shadowy figures are often seen moving through the house, and some claim to have encountered a ghostly woman in black, who is said to have died in one of the rituals. She gazes towards the visitors for hours. The house's dark reputation makes it a fascinating yet terrifying destination for those interested in the paranormal. 3. Hotel Edén, La Falda. Nestled in the picturesque hills of La Falda, Hotel Edén was once a luxurious retreat for the rich and famous. It was built in the late 19th century by a German man. Then it was sold to an influential family called the Eichhorns. Walter and Ida Eichhorn worked hard to transform the Edén Hotel into a magnificent and luxurious place. Throughout its glorious time, it hosted renowned guests such as Albert Einstein and Charles de Gaulle. However, beneath its glamorous facade lies a history steeped in mystery and the supernatural. After the hotel closed its doors, stories of ghostly apparitions and strange sounds began to emerge. One of the most popular legends involves the spirit of the hotel's former owner, who was deeply involved in the occult. It's said that he conducted different dark rituals in the hotel, hoping to contact the spirit world. Guests and staff have reported seeing a woman in white gliding down the grand staircase, her figure translucent and otherworldly. In the dead of night, the sound of old music can sometimes be heard echoing through the empty halls, as if the hotel's past grandeur is replaying itself. Some even claim to have seen ghostly dancers twirling in the ballroom, their forms flickering like candle flames. Another commonly seen ghost is of a little girl. She wanders on the upper floor. She was the daughter of the Icorns, who died at a young age within the hotel. Some even saw ghostly figures of women, babies, and waiter, all believed to be expired in this very hotel. 2. Abandoned Cemetery of San Andrés de Giles. San Andrés de Giles is a small town with a chilling secret. First, there was no collective cemetery. Then, in 1869, during yellow fever and cholera epidemic, this cemetery was built. After some decades, the cemetery was abandoned due to lack of corpses. Today, this cemetery is one of the creepiest places in Argentina. Locals talk about eerie figures seen wandering among the graves at night. Some say they hear mournful cries and whispers in the wind. One of the most haunting tales involves the spirit of a young girl who died tragically in the early 20th century. According to legend, she was buried in the cemetery, and her restless spirit now roams the grounds, searching for her lost family. Visitors have reported seeing her ghostly figure sitting on a tombstone, weeping softly. Some say she appears only to children, offering a spectral hand to those who dare to approach. Another eerie story tells of a gravedigger who worked at the cemetery many years ago. He was known for his cruel treatment of the dead, often desecrating graves and stealing from the deceased. One night, he mysteriously disappeared, and locals believe he was taken by the spirits he had wronged. To this day, some claim to hear his anguished cries echoing through the cemetery, a chilling reminder of his misdeeds. 1. Villa Epecuen. Once a thriving spa town, Villa Epecuen is now a hauntingly beautiful ghost town. In the 1920s, some settlers established this town, and due to the therapeutic waters of the Lago Epecuen, the popularity of this village grew rapidly. The salty lagoon was said to be formed by the tears of a great chief, crying for the loss of his love. The mineral-rich waters of Lago Epecuen are said to be able to cure depression, rheumatism, skin diseases, and even diabetes. The village was becoming more and more prosperous. But one day, a tragedy struck. The lagoon swelled up, and the trench broke down. Thus, the town was submerged beneath 30-thirst corrosive water. In 2009, the water began to go down, and the village re-emerged on the surface. Now, only Pablo Novak permanently lives here. Other residents sometimes visit their homeland. Visitors report hearing the sounds of footsteps in empty streets and seeing ghostly figures wandering through the ruins. Some believe the spirits of those who lost their homes in the flood still linger. The eerie silence of Villa Epecuen, broken only by the wind and the occasional sound of crumbling structures, adds to its haunted atmosphere. Today's episode over here. Which of these places do you want to visit? Let us know in the comments section. You can watch this video to know 5 mysterious places in Russia. Thanks for staying with us.